And so we will try our best. Okay, so we'll try our best to make sure that at least we are able to like show you the best practices that you'll be following in order to make sure that you sustain yourself in a project as for the longest period of time. And then finally, we'll be checking on maximizing earnings while working. So after we've gone through the best practices, we've gone through how to work with teamwork, and so we'll make sure that at least we try to show you the best way that you can be able to maximize your earnings while working on different platforms. Next. So our expectations when you are working on this platform is that, we always start from a difficult point. I know maybe some of us are already, they have knowledge on these platforms. So it means that maybe you are ahead from others. And in order for us to make sure that there's a point of equality, we will expect that at least we move as a team, we move together so that at least we can give time for those people who are not, they don't have knowledge on these platforms, so that at least they can also have knowledge as we move forward. So we will come up with mechanisms that we can use to ensure that all of us are treated equally, and we are given the same opportunity in order to make sure that at least we are able to sharpen our skills. So we will expect maybe a training of 30 to 40 hours a week for the next 2 weeks. So meaning we will be attending trainings. So we will be doing online trainings in order to make sure that we are able to achieve this, because it will be an online guiding group or training sessions. So we'll be having our trainings online. So we'll be expecting that we'll be attending without fail, because we'll be keeping records on how you'll be attending. So attend facilitator sessions. So we will be sharing our programs on how we'll be conducting our training. So try to make sure that you are up to date and follow up on and join those sessions so that you don't miss out a lot. So utilize Q&A sessions. So what we like doing is we like questions. So we will advise people or our participants, when you join the sessions, kindly try to make sure that you ask your question. Don't feel shy. So this will be an environment whereby it will be a very safe space, whereby all questions or relevant questions will be allowed to be asked, because we want to make sure that at least you are as current as possible on the current trends that are there, mostly on remote work. As much as we are doing training on maybe specifically focusing on AI, but also we will be sharing lights on other maybe remote works that are there, and also showing you to the right direction. So we always encourage questions, because it's questions that will help us, at least help you maybe get the best direction that you will need. So partner up with other taskers for motivation. So we will be having different platforms that we'll be using to engage. So we'll not have only like the webinars alone. So we'll be having a platform whereby we'll be engaging and maybe asking extra questions during the times maybe when we are off the webinars. So that is where we will be maybe engaging, asking our questions, and also ensuring that maybe we are in a position to get the assistance that we'll need. Also, we have share ideas and solution with other in the community. So what we will do is we will be sharing, we will be having an internal platform whereby we'll be engaging with our peers, and then also we will be able to share, we will be able to onboard you also to the client's platform. So there are platforms that will be showing you, and during our training, we will show you how to engage on those platforms in order maybe to get the assistance that you will need. So we have tasking 5 to 8 hours a day. So we'll be expecting also that you are able to deliver by tasking and delivering, because the client will always rate you depending on the quality of time of projects that you submit, and then also the number of projects that you submit. More of these ones we'll be sharing with them when we'll be onboarding you to the training sessions. So, and then as much as we would like to help everyone, so we have also some of the so in case you fail to show up for our sessions, or also even in case you fail to join our sessions, you will be removed from the project. So try to make sure that you are able to show up, and then also try to make sure that you interact with your team lead. Make your team lead to be your friend, so that at least it will be easy for engagement. So try to engage with your team lead, and in case maybe it's you are having an issue, just talk to your team lead, and I think a solution will be found on how you'll be able to get assistance. Next, Martin. So outcome of our training. So we will work hard, very hard, to make sure that at least we are able to get assistance. So we are expecting maybe at least for those people who will work hard. So we will start small. I know that is expected, because when you are training, you don't expect to start training today and then you start earning $50 tomorrow. It's really hard. And it's something that is impossible. I think if you have engaged with any other online platform, or you've engaged with any other working platform, if you are on a training session, on the training period, you will need to grow until you reach a point whereby you'll be able to earn good money. So from all these platforms that we'll be sharing with you, so there are those people who will be able to earn at least maybe $50 per week by the time we are done, maybe with your guiding and training, and showing you how to work. So we'll be expecting at least we'll be expecting us to earn at least $50 per week. So we'll be working together, and I believe we'll be able to hit these targets. So, and even beyond the $50. So there are those people who can earn even up to $100 per week, depending on the effort that you put. So the only thing that we'll be insisting from you is to make sure that you put the effort and you are able to deliver. So, and then also, based on the engagements that we'll be having, we'll be showing you how to be a trainer and maybe engage, because we'll be showing you how to engage, and then also the best practices and everything. So at the end of the day, you'll have gained skills, maybe like becoming a trainer. Even some of us were once doing projects, and then due to those engagements and so we were able to get skills on how maybe to do training and guiding others on how maybe to work on these platforms. So those are that is the expectation that we'll be having, and I believe most of us will reach to that point. So, and then become a mentor. So you can become a mentor to your neighbor, you can become a mentor to anybody that is around, and then also you can become someone who will be able to guide someone else to work or even onboard them on these platforms. So, and then only, so, and we need to understand that as much as we are coming, we are joining the platform, or we are being onboarded. So try to make sure that you are among the 30% of those people who will be successful once you've been onboarded on this platform. So you'll find that it will be a very competitive thing, and then you'll get all the full support. So I think we will only offer like almost 50%, and then the rest you will be able to it all depends on you, because we are working on a remote platform, and we'll be engaging on a remote basis. Next. So our primary platform will be this one. It's called Remote Task Platform. For those who've heard of it, I think you've been able to engage. And the Spark program will be working with AI. I think currently with those people who are maybe engaging on different platforms. So this platform will be able to show us how to work on different projects like image annotation, data collection, image transcription. So you find that we have transcription divided into two. We have that transcription that people usually know. I think it's usually done, I have forgotten that name. And we have a transcription that is used for AI. So I think those people who have already interacted with a platform like ChatGPT. So those are some of the transcriptions that are being done. So you do transcription, you identify words, and then you are able to categorize those words. And then we have image annotations and segmentation, and then we have LiDAR annotation, LiDAR segmentation, and then we have video annotation and image segmentation. Those type of projects we use to train models for vehicles. So we'll share more on how those categories are done. And that is a standard that is used on all the platforms that are there that are training AI. So we will primarily start with the Remote Task, because in Remote Task it's a very open source platform whereby it's easy to get those courses, and then also depending on the efforts and your quality, it will be very much easy for you to start getting tasks. Whether you will be an experienced tasker who has once worked on the platform, or you are a very new person who is maybe joining, it will be very much easy for you to start. So this will be our first platform that we'll start with, because it will be easy for us to give you directions on how to work on these projects. And one thing we need to know, if you've worked on either platform that is training AI, you need to know that these annotations are usually standard from one platform to another. So it depends with now the instructions that you'll be getting on the platform, because you find that most of these platforms, they have the same client. Like let's say Toyota will give their work to Remote Task, and then it will give their work again to ClickWorker. So at the end of the day, you'll find that you'll be just doing the same thing. So the only thing that you need to do is to understand them, how to work on these projects. So so we are saying, why are we starting with Remote Task? Based on micro work model. So it's very easy for someone who is very green on these platforms, or who is very green on working on online projects, majorly on AI, to start working on this platform. And then there is a variety of tasks. So you'll find that this platform on Remote Task, they are not that choosy. Let's say they are only focusing on image annotation, or maybe LiDAR annotations. So we'll get all the projects that are there on AI under one platform. So it will be very much easy for us to give you different categories. And then advantage is that they have a training center whereby all these projects have been categorized. So it will be easy for you to understand what image annotation is, data maybe collection or transcription projects are. So and then they have reduced time to earning. So you find that on this platform, for those people who will be like good on the platform, you'll find that you'll be able to maybe make your withdrawals will be sent maybe once or twice a week. So that is something that is usually good about that platform. And then it also have a good career path. So one advantage is that this platform has social network platform whereby you'll be able to socialize with other taskers. So you'll be able to get graduation depending on your experience. So the more experience you become, the better for you. So you find that you'll start as a tasker, you will be taken to become a reviewer. After a reviewer, you'll be taken to become a QA. And all that work, you'll be doing it remotely from the comfort of your place. So this platform usually encourage remote work. So try to make sure that you are able to maximize everything, every resources that are there. So we'll be guiding you through on how to navigate. So for those people who have once been on the platform, so I think if you are maybe guided or you are given training on the platform, we encourage that at least try to make sure that we start together, and then try to make sure that if there is somewhere you never understood anything, try to make sure that you ask questions about it. So we will ensure that we deep dive through the platform deeply and ensure that at least you understand this platform very well. Once you are done with remote tasks, the rest are usually easy. So we've done that before with another team, and it really worked well for them and also on our side. So thank you. Next. So we have other platforms here. So the platforms that will be also try to onboard you to after you are done with the remote task, which has a very good training and also guiding system. We have other platforms like Clickworker, Toloka, we have Appen and CVAT. So for Clickworker and Toloka, if you are very new on the platform, it will become very hard for you to get onboarded on Clickworker or Toloka. But someone who is very much has idea of what they are doing, if you go to Clickworker or Toloka, it becomes very much easy for you to get projects on that platform, because you find those platforms, they don't have a straightforward training training guidance. So if you are new, you'll be kicked out of that platform, and you cannot it only takes one IP address. So if you have an IP address that has once been registered and you try to register with another IP address, you'll get banned from those platforms. So you need to be very much careful. So we will start first by remote task, and then depending on gradual understanding and how you will have gotten the concept of annotations, we will onboard you on the Clickworker and Toloka. And then we will try our best to guide you through the Appen and the CVAT platforms. So Appen is where you will just open an account, and then they will be sharing with you. Maybe when there are opportunities, they will share with you, and then they will need you to do some tests again. Once you pass those tests, you'll be onboarded on those projects. So remote task is an easy one, but these two, the three, they are sometimes they need you to be like experienced for you to start working on them, because they have a very they don't have a straightforward like courses. You'll be just given an instruction and then you are told to deliver on a project. So, but with our community, I believe we'll be able to go around and pass most of these projects. So, but they are very much open source. You don't need to bid. You just need to pass their questions. Once you are passed, in case they have projects available, you will start getting those projects. So that is the advantage of these ones. So you don't need to hustle and start maybe thinking on how you are going to write on how you are going to bid. You just need to do the questions, quizzes, and then once you are done, once you pass the quizzes, you will be able to start getting tasks. So we have CVAT also. CVAT is usually very much big. So these ones, I think what we'll do is we'll try to see if there are opportunities. Like currently, I think the last CVAT project that I interacted with was an NBA CVAT course. So it's not hard. We will just show you how to like go through the tool. And then in case maybe there are other opportunities, we'll be able to link you to those opportunities. So when it comes now to payment, I think that is usually the most crucial part. So payment is usually done on ClickWorker, Toloka, Appen, and Remote Task. Payments, you'll be able to access them yourself. So we always encourage our team, kindly don't share your PayPal account, ATM, or Payoneer account with anybody. Or when you are using public resources, try to make sure before you are out of that room, you've logged out of your account, because you will find yourself in a very awkward situation when maybe the payments are not coming to your account. So we will show you how to set up a PayPal account. We have ATM for Remote Task. We encourage ATM or PayPal. For ClickWorker, you can use PayPal or Payoneer, and I think there are others. There are other too. So we'll be sharing with you the payment model. So what we encourage is kindly make sure that you put your PayPal account. Don't put anybody else's account on your platform. So we'll show you how to set up your payment procedure. So payment will go to PayPal, and then you withdraw it to your M-Pesa. So how are we going to make sure that we are able to deliver as we are talking? So we will be engaging through Google Meets and Zoom meetings, so that at least we'll be having a live session with you. So on those Google Meets and Zoom, try to make sure you ask your questions, try to make sure we interact. Try to interact with your friend. It's like an office. So just interact. Try to help the next person, and then we'll be having Sako. Sako is a platform where we'll be interacting. So it's just like an app. So it's like Slack, or for those people, yeah, it's like Slack. So you will be interacting. That is our internal platform that we'll be using. And then we have Slack. For Remote Task, we'll be using Slack. So you'll be joining other Remote Taskers globally, because Remote Task is global. So they have Slack channels whereby you'll be interacting with other Remote Taskers, with also the Remote Task admins, the Remote Task people who are dealing with the project. And those people who are like the client, you'll be meeting with the different categories of people who are working on that platform. Also, you'll be able to know which projects you are onboarded into, which projects you are not onboarded into. So we'll be showing you how to check that, so that your work can be easy and you can be able to interact. And then we have the Zendex. Zendex is a ticketing. Zendex is a ticketing platform that we'll be using on Remote Task. Also Remote Task, as much as it has Slack, Slack is a public platform, but Zendex is now the private one, where you'll be interacting with your agent. Like there's an agent that will be able to interact with. Maybe if you are experiencing some empty queues, because sometimes you find that maybe there are empty queues, you'll be interacting with the Zendex admin, who will be able to give you directions and maybe try to give you access to maybe other projects that are available. So we will be interacting like that. We interact with the Zendex, we interact with Slack, Sako, and Google Meet. And then I think for Toloka and ClickWorker, we'll be using Zendex and Sako. So for them, there is no Slack for them, but there's just Zendex. And then we'll be using Sako to interact with you and work on our delivery and guidance, so that at least we can put in line the collaboration that we'll be having. And next. So testimonials. Testimonials is what other people have talked about. I think this one, we only have one, but we've worked with a lot of other teams. Most of them, you'll be meeting with them on the Circle platform because Circle is our own. So we'll be interacting there and ensuring that we are able to work in collaboration. So we'll be getting more and more from you. So we'll be working as in boot camps. So boot camp is where we'll be able to interact, and I believe we'll be able to get your feedback. So we encourage feedbacks, always give your feedbacks in case maybe we want to get your feedback in order for us to be able to assist you very well. Next. So frequent answers and questions and answers. How much will I earn? This is usually the most interesting question when it comes to online worker. So when we are talking about an online worker, so an online worker, how much you earn depends basically on you, because the only person that is working, it's you where you are. We can be offering the best training, we can be offering the best services, we can be offering the best delivery experiences, but maybe on your side, you are not working, you are not doing anything. So it means you'll not be able to get anything. So it depends with basically what you do on your end. And because of irregularities that were there, I think back before COVID, people could maybe get into their PCs and just stare on them and not do anything. And at the end of the day, they were being paid maybe. But now, because of some irregularities, most of these online platforms became very much strict. So you need to make sure that there's something you are doing and you are able to submit projects. So you will be put into we call them tiers. So it depends with the tier that you'll be. So the higher the tier, the better for you. The higher the earnings and also the better the. So you'll be expecting, some of us will start earning maybe up to $50, some will earn up to 60, 70, 100. Some of us will be earning up to $2. So it depends with basically how you are working. But earnings can go, we are expecting at least a minimum of $50 as you continue working, as long as you put the efforts that are needed. So we have what are the working hours. So our working hours, we'll be setting them from 8:30 to at least 3. And then from 3 to maybe 5, we'll be working on Circle to ensure that we are able maybe also to help those people who will be working maybe on delivery. So training, we will try our best to make sure that training will be using most of our times on training. So our trainings will be starting at 8:30 going forward. But working will depend on you. So these platforms are 24 hours working platforms. So you can decide to start working as much as you have the skills. You can decide to start working maybe overnight, or you can decide maybe to start working on the morning hours. But during training, we encourage people to join the training. If it's 8 to 3, join that 8 to 3, so that at least you can have one meet. After you, because we'll be graduating you in order to give room for other people to come. So we'll be graduating you to another platform called an in-house, so that at least we don't shade you off or leave you to go work alone. So in our Circle platform, that is where everything will be working. So our first 2 weeks will be on training, whereby we'll be expecting maximum cooperation from you, joining the meeting, asking questions, getting the idea of what is needed of you. After that, you'll be graduated to on where you'll be monitored on how you are delivering your projects and tasks. And then from that, graduation will determine who are delivering according to, they are delivering accordingly. Them, they will be graduated to an in-house, whereby they will be maybe getting other resources that will be there. So it depends with how you'll be able to your delivery and your dedication to the work that you'll be working on. So meaning working hours after 2 weeks, that is when now you can decide your working hours. Someone can decide maybe to do evening sessions. Someone can decide maybe to do overnight from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Also, it will depend with the availability of projects. You find that there's a time that maybe there are projects that are available during the night. So we will just train you on how to work on them, and then we'll be monitoring the projects. If they are available during the night, so it means most of us will be working over the night. If they are available during the day, we'll be shifting to over the day. So working hours will be shifting like that. So what do you need to start working? So you just need, because you are a remote worker, so you will need to have access to your PC and to good internet connection. Kindly, internet connection is usually very much important when it comes to delivery on online. So at least let it be, if you are using Wi-Fi, I think Safaricom on fiber, 5 Mbps, or currently it's 8 Mbps. It's good for delivering. And then for PC, at least Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is usually good in terms of delivering. And then it needs to be at least 8 GB. With 8 GB, it will be able to deliver on most of the projects. But if you have lower specs, it means it will limit you on the projects that you will be doing. And then when it comes to payment, and again, I will insist on payment, always make sure that the payment method is, you link it to you. Don't link it to anyone, or don't allow anyone to come and convince you to link the payments, maybe to them. Kindly make sure that it's linked to you. So we will guide you on how you'll be able to link your payment, maybe PayPal, AirTM, or Payoneer to your account. And then once they have been paid, you'll be getting notification on your email, and then you'll do the withdrawal by yourself. Okay, thank you. Next. So, and that will be the end of our presentation today. So thank you for listening to us. And I think we will welcome some questions if there are any. So there's a question I've seen on the chat box from Duncan Aranja. So Duncan, what we will do is we will be doing training on the working platform. This is a platform whereby you will be doing training on, like we go to that working platform training center, work on those trainings. Once you are done the training, you'll be able to like activate a project out of that training. Once you activate that project, that is now the beginning of your work. So like as you start, you'll be given later projects. So it depends with how you deliver on those later projects. If you deliver well, you'll be given other later projects as you go. The more you go, the better it is for you. So let's say you've done well on the first project, you do another project, you do it well. So you'll find that maybe if you started with transcription, you'll start getting promotion to go to image annotation, image segmentation, LiDAR annotation. So what we usually do is we use the available projects on the training center to make sure that you are able to deliver so that you can be invited on other projects that are not even on the training center. Okay, so that is how we usually do. Also, sometimes we do try to like locate projects that maybe they have not been placed on the training center and give them to you for you to do the training. Once you do the training for them, they unlock your queue. Once your queue is unlocked, you work on them, you do them well, you will get invitation from other projects. And then also I stated that we will be onboarding you on the client's Slack channel. So on that Slack channel, you'll be able to interact with other taskers, both most experienced taskers and maybe the new taskers that are joining the platform. So at the end of the day, you'll be able to get more information from all the sides. You'll be getting information from our side, from the platform, from the remote task platform side, and all the sides. So most of the time, unlocking of projects basically depends on you. How are you going to like work on those courses that are available there? So something we need to know on AI is that every day is a learning day. So when you go sleep today, tomorrow you'll wake up with something different. So that is the changing environment that we are like dealing with at the moment. So we are always like the back end people who are working on what you receive on the front end. So yeah, basically that is how I can answer that. So after this meeting, we will be organizing on how you'll be onboarded on Circle. So you'll be receiving emails on and links to join the Circle platform. So once you get that, so you'll be onboarded, and then we will be beginning our sessions on Monday. Most of the information about the tool, and maybe if you don't have an account, we'll be able to open those accounts on Monday. So we'll be onboarding you on those platforms on Monday so that at least we can start our journey together. So I believe the journey will be good, and we'll be able to interact and at least understand maybe some of the challenges that you face. So once again, the courses that we train mostly on AI platforms or AI projects. So you can ask any question about maybe data annotation regarding any platform. We'll be able to answer you, but mostly we will focus on the first one. We will start with remote task as we continue and as you continue graduating.
Okay, thanks, Augustine.
Thank you.
I think we've been able to go through this quite comprehensively. So the training starts on Monday, 8:30. Everyone on this call who is still interested, they'll get an invite and they'll be added since we have your details here, your email address and all that. So I want to hand it over back to Rachel, who will advise on the next steps and maybe close the meeting. Okay, we have a question from Beatrice. Beatrice, please go ahead. You can unmute first. Beatrice, I can see you've raised your hand. I'm assuming you want to ask a question. Okay. Looks like we're not able to go through.
She used the chat box. I think
Okay.
she was asking, after signing up for a specific date of training, can you reschedule to another date within the available time frame?
Okay, great. Yeah. So I mean, you can reschedule, but that has to be with the approval of the trainers. Yeah. So it's not that you reschedule it on your own, so that you can be slotted into a different cohort. So yes, it is possible.
Okay, there's another one from James. I think we can take some few, and then the rest we'll take them during our Monday session. So I have a question from James. What is the maximum pieces of job that can be given to someone in a day so that they manage to make $50 a week? Okay, and then also, what are the working days? So James, working days are from Monday to Monday. So if you want to work from Monday to Monday, that is okay with you. If that is okay with you, you can do that. It depends. This is like a platform. It's an open source platform. You're not limited on the time that you can work on. And then it's a remote platform. So as long as you have access to your PC and you have access to power and internet, you can decide to work like, of course, you cannot work 24 hours a day. So you have also to limit yourself on how you can deliver. So if you have an account, just use that account you alone. Don't give your friend maybe to continue working on your account. You'll be banned from the platform, and now you'll have gone back. And it will be very much difficult for you maybe to go back to the platform. So these platforms are usually very much sensitive. And because we are working on an AI environment, they are usually monitored by AIs. So I'll say you can decide to submit as many projects as possible. Most projects, short projects, you'll find that some projects you can do them within like 1 minute, you are done with it, as long as you understand the instruction. So I think this questions, such question, I think once we see how projects are done, I think you can pace yourself. It depends with how you can pace. So just pace yourself and ensure that you are able to deliver. Most of the time, your guide or someone who will be guiding you will be telling you how to like go around. Like you can be told that these projects, you can do it within 2 minutes, finish, submit, like that. So it depends with how you can pace yourself. Okay, so I think so Beatrice, I don't think there is any on the tax obligation. I don't know there. So it depends with when you'll be making your withdrawals. So that one I cannot advise at the moment. So, and I think some of these questions we can take them. Maybe let's join on Monday's meeting so that at least we can save on time. Let's join Monday's meeting, and then we'll be able to like go through these questions on a one-on-one basis. So back to you, Martin.
Okay, let me interrupt Martin a bit. I think I'm very audible. I was asking if there is a recording somewhere, or there was a live stream on YouTube, so that you can share the link with some of the guys who are saying they have not been able to be to have the clarity of the session quite well.
Yes, Fahana. I had shared the YouTube link with those who had not been able to join, but we'll also, given that it's live, we'll also be able to share the recording today for those who were not able.
Okay.
All right. So because I see we are running out of time, as we come to a close, I don't know what Augustine will recommend for the participants who've joined and who are also able to be part of the live. We will be able to reach out to you with a link whereby you'll be joined to a community, and then from there you can be able to receive more updates in terms of execution of work and the next steps. I hope that's agreeable. Maybe Augustine?
Yes, that's agreeable.
All right. So after this, because this was not a training, I saw Farhana indicated the same. It was more of a general introduction in terms of what this program will be about. So after this, we'll be able to reach out to you with a communication of the next steps, and then from there you can now be onboarded. I believe the rest of the questions in terms of more clarity into this program has been answered, but even for those ones who it hasn't been answered, you'll be able to still reach out as we progress with the program. I don't know, maybe, is there anything else I might have missed out before I close this meeting? Maybe from Martin, Augustine?
We're good on our end.
All right. So thank you all for joining and your patience throughout the 1 hour session. We hope that it was fruitful. We look forward at creating more of these sessions before onboarding a program, but we'll be able to reach out. Yeah, and we have your email, we'll be able to reach out directly. I think that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Hello? Yes. Niko poa, congratulations. The presentation was nice. Yeah. Umejaribu. Sina kwamba unakuanga na